Hi everybody, Brian Calman, Director of Day Services here at NuPath Westford, and we're going to talk about the reopening procedures and how it's going to look when we reopen the program for services. A couple of reminders: no visitors in the building at all. The only people in the building will be program participants, staff, some program management, nursing staff, and the clinical team. The first step when anyone comes to the building, all the individuals and all the staff, is going to be the check-in procedure, which we'll show right now. Stephanie Cormier is the program coordinator, and she's going to perform the check-in procedure with me now.
Hi everybody, when you get here we'll be taking your temperature. We will be recording your temperature here. We will all be using hand sanitizer. We have extra masks available. We have cleaner to clean everything down, and we have alcohol wipes to clean down the thermometer as well.
One thing Stephanie mentioned was face masks. We're going to make sure that everyone is wearing a face mask. There'll be some individuals that are going to struggle with wearing a face mask, and we will assist them the best we can, but the expectation is everyone wears a face mask. Now, this is what it's going to look like as we enter the building. So when you enter the building, it doesn't look a lot different from before, but there are some major differences to notice. First difference, there's arrows on the floor in the hallways. And you'll see some hallways have arrows going both directions, like this one. Other hallways will only have arrows going in one direction, meaning it's going to help with the flow and keep the direction one way, and also assist us with social distancing. Speaking of social distancing, the couches here in the lobby have one cushion on each of them. The expectation is that there'll only be one person sitting on each couch. And again, that's to help maintain social distancing, to help keep everyone safe and healthy. When we see the rooms, this is our sensory room. The capacity for this sensory room is 2. There's signs on all the rooms as far as capacities on how many people can be in each room. This one is 2. You'll see there's 1 beanbag, 1 chair. The beanbag here, it can be disinfected. I've checked that, and actually we disinfect the whole building every day, and I'll show you that process later on in the video. As we move forward through the building, you'll see different spots where the seating is socially distant, but also there so people have places to go. We talked about the arrows on the floor. This hallway has arrows going in one direction. This is the direction of flow for this hallway. You'll also notice hand sanitizing stations throughout the building. These are obviously here to keep people safe and to promote healthy habits that we can have going forward. We're going to go through the program. You'll see each room I talked about has capacities. This room here has a capacity now of 6, which was much more prior to COVID-19. When we talk about the room capacities, it's 113 square feet per person as far as the capacity. So that's how we come at the numbers that we come to. This room has 6. I had mentioned hand sanitizing stations and disinfectant. This is actually the tool we use to disinfect the whole building. And it's electrostatically charged. You see that's on. And when you hit the button, the light comes on. And we spray especially high-touch surfaces, but we spray the whole building. And the way that this works is it doesn't have to be wiped up, it doesn't have to be dried, it can stay on wet, it dries up, and it disinfects the whole area. These small bottles, these spray bottles, have the same cleaner in them, and they're just smaller versions for staff to use throughout the day in order to make sure that everyone is healthy, safe, and clean. We had mentioned room occupancies. I'll show you one other room. This room has an occupancy of 3. One thing that just happened is I touched this doorknob after I disinfected it. It's a little bit wet, not too bad. It's safe to touch. It's not going to be a problem for anybody if that happens, but we'll try and do it so it doesn't happen. And you can see the way the room is set up, socially distant, seats in different parts of the room, so people can be here safely and participate in programming. Thank you all very much.